Well, that was chaotic at the end. 3-2 it ends for Portugal against Ghana. The first 60 minutes, I would say, weren't the greatest football. It wasn't. Ghana were passive, they were just defensive, especially ADDO. He just said, you know what, we're going to park this bus and go for a draw. And Portugal, you try and break us down. Well, I mean, did Portugal create a whole lot of great chances in the first half? João Felix at the edge of the box, Ronaldo with the header. I mean, still at 37 years old, turning, I think, 38 next week. That guy can leap for days like an NBA player. Holy cow for Cristiano Ronaldo. But the second half, then, that was madness. That was football at its best. Like, you could not even describe the penalty that wasn't, in my opinion, a penalty. I don't know what Salisu did wrong there. Is it because it's Ronaldo that he got the penalty? People in the chat and people watching on replay, let me know. Was that a penalty on Salisu? Because I have to say that was soft. Very, very soft from the referee. And then, obviously, you know what time it is. Yeah, you know what time it is, people. Just give me a second. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Great penalty, though. We have seen some terrible penalties at this World Cup, but Cristiano Ronaldo, of course he scores a penalty, and of course it's a fantastic penalty. Then we get to Ayew. Great. Kudus was probably the most frustrating player on the field today. I love this player. I absolutely love Kudus. Ever since I watched him at Nurchaland, I was like, this guy's a baller. At times today, he could have driven into so much space, made the wrong decisions on so many occasions, but for the goal, brilliant run, brilliant pass, takes a little deflection off Danilo Pereira, and it falls to Ayew and the goal. But, Otto Odoi, we know this guy hasn't had a lot of managerial experience, right? Being the head man, right? The head man. He takes off Mohamed Kudus and Andre Ayew. Why? I just need to... Were they just tired, fatigued, or what's going on here? Why are you taking those two? I honestly would have been fine with taking Inaki Williams off. He didn't have service or anything like that. Kudus was the one creative for Ghana. If any creativity for them today. Andre Ayew, look, he's a decent player. Better than Jordan, his brother. That's for damn sure. Did you see what Jordan did for the third goal for Portugal? Imagine, this guy plays in the Premier League, people. He plays in the Premier League. But Otto Odoi, I think, lost the game right here. With those two subs, you cannot take your two most prolific and dangerous players off the field. Because who knows? Ghana on the counterattack, they could have been dangerous today. They could have, but they were just so passive in the first half especially. We get to the goals, then João Felix. I mean, the guy's a baller. What do you want? The brilliant finish. Brilliant pass by Bruno, by the way. Brilliant pass by Bruno Fernandes. And then Rafael Leao. Look, what did it take? 3 minutes. It took 3 minutos for Rafael Leao to make an impact on the game. The guy, I couldn't believe it when the dinosaur himself, Fernando Santos, obviously Otavio had to come off for an injury, and brought on William Carvalho. I was going to lose it like this, people. I was going to... I could not believe that substitute. I could not believe it genuinely. It was horrific. But thankfully, he brought Rafael Leao on, and he scored, of course. The guy is simply a great player. And then, you know what? Still, this is the best moment so far of the World Cup. Osman Bukhari, who I think... where did he play again? I cannot remember where Bukhari played for. Scores. Great header. Great cross from Baba. I think it took a deflection if I'm not mistaken. And Bukhari scores. You know what he does? He does. Hey man, props to him though. Man's taking the piss at 3-1 down. Scores to make it 3-2 and does the see you celebration. Shout out to Bukhari for getting the goal there. And then we get to the end of the game and Inaki Williams, that's going to haunt him for at least the rest of tonight. How did he not score there? Had he not slipped it would have been 3-3, and we would have seen one of the most epic finishes in World Cup history had he just scored and had he not just slipped. Because Diogo Costa had no clue Inaki was there. And Inaki is smart. He saw Costa. Oh, he's going to drop the ball here. I'm going to go for it. But he slipped. Oh. Thank you. Yes, he does play for Cervana Svesta. That's very true. Unbelievable finish to this game. Unbelievable finish. The first half was dreadful. I mean, Ghana didn't even try and attack. I can't blame them, though. Look, they were like, okay, we're going to go for a point here. If we get a point, we'll be happy. We got bigger fish to fry. We want to get the 3 points against South Korea and then get the revenge on Uruguay. But they had a chance in this game because, let's be honest here, Portugal's defense, especially on the right side when Ghana attacked, looked very suspect. João Cancelo and Ruben Dias, who we know are very experienced and have chemistry with each other, looked very suspect. Anytime Ghana got into the final third, and especially out wide, they were creating chances. They were. They just didn't do it enough in this game. So, are we saying Portugal are going to be one of the World Cup favorites? No. Look, they didn't create a whole lot, even against a low block. I think they need a bit more of Rafael Leao. Somebody that can take a player one-on-one situations, just like João Felix. João Felix tried to do it. But clearly, they didn't have enough of that. They had too many players who wanted to be the playmaker, but they didn't have enough players wanting to take on the player, right? Some of them wanted to take the cross on, like Otavio, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo, but nobody wanted to take on a man and create for themselves. Because Ronaldo, he's not going to play out wide. He's going to be a target man, and he scored today. And he probably should have had a second one, possibly. Great finish, though, when they called the push on him, which I think that was soft as well. Look, there's the pieces there for Portugal. It's just the manager. I just think he doesn't allow these players to fully express themselves. They just seem hesitant, and they just seem like, let's get it to Ronaldo, let him score. I think that's the main problem here with Portugal. However, though, for Ghana, great comeback. Got to give them some credit. At least, people, CAF scored. CAF scored today. Let's go. Finally. Thank you, Ghana. I was thinking to myself, eventually, one of these CAF teams are going to score. And of course, it's Ghana, who always show up in the World Cups, right? No matter how bad the preparation is, they show up and they got the goal with Ayu and, of course, Bukari. I think for Ghana, look, great comeback like I talked about. Even though you lost the game, you showed some spirit and you showed that, you know what, we're not going to be any pushovers in this World Cup. Yes, we might have a lot of new players and we're somewhat of a new team. We want to make a statement at this World Cup. And it's great to see. ADDO just needs to get his lineup right, tactics right, and just his subs right. Because the subs were a disaster today from ADDO. Good manager, did well against Nigeria, but today, terrible. Terrible performance from ADDO. He should have let these players in the first half at least try and take on Portugal's defense. Because Danilo Pereira is not a center back, and he doesn't have any sort of pace whatsoever. So why did you not take him on in more opportunities? That I do not understand from ADDO. But it was 0-0 after the first half. Second half, okay, you see, Kudus, when this guy is driving, you can't stop him. Ruben Neves was left twice in the second half because of Mohamed Kudus. It's just so frustrating. Big up Ilias. Hopefully it was a good game. Hopefully you get to experience one day Albert lifetime experience. Yeah, man. Oh, man. The World Cup is a great experience, people. If you haven't never gone, highly recommend it. Just the atmosphere, and especially shout out to the Ghanaian fans. The atmosphere they created before the game, during the game, was just marvelous to watch, and that's what the World Cup is about. The fans and the football. And the football for the last 25 minutes was absolutely chaotic. The two games before this, okay, the Cameroon-Switzerland was good. Uruguay-South Korea was a bore fest. Might as well just slept and taken a nap during that time. This game was fantastic at the end and proved why this World Cup could be very interesting. Do not be shocked if we have a couple surprises, because I don't have trust in this Portugal team. I just simply don't. I look at the defense and it doesn't look that strong. It doesn't. Even if they go in a low block that Santos wants to play, I wouldn't be confident that they could keep a clean sheet. I wouldn't. So There is worrying signs for Portugal, but they have the players who can create and who can score. And maybe Ronaldo needed that goal to get himself some confidence because he was being frustrated at times. You could tell during the match, but he got the goal and then he was coaching from the sideline. Just like Euro 2016 final. So, look, great game, chaotic. I have to go soon, people. I have my own game to go to. Fujiball all day, every day. So next up, it is Serbia versus Brazil. I'm probably gonna miss the match, so I'll have to check out the highlights and then get a reaction and then read some stuff about the matchup. So stay tuned for that on the channel. Remember to hit the like button. Give me your thoughts in the comments of this just crazy game. Oh, just craziness, and I love this matchup. And this group, I think, is still gonna play a major factor throughout this World Cup because do not be shocked if Uruguay beat Portugal. And if Ghana and South Korea draw or Ghana beat South Korea. Do not be shocked at all, people, because that would be amazing to see. Big up, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. I'll catch you next time on the next stream or video. Remember to hit the like button. Adios, people.